your other brother, your other sister. You have the conversation with. They refuse to hear them. You go to the assembly of brothers and sisters. Have this conversation. They refuse to hear the assembly. Treat them as a nation. Treat them as a Gentile. Treat them as one of the nations and or tax collector. One who's like, you know what I mean? Until they repent. Clearly, until they repent, because this is all leading up to him saying you have to forgive 70 times 70. 70 times 7. This is clearly leading up to him saying, explaining to Kepha that, if your brother continues to sin, if your brother has sinned against you, if they repent, if and only when they repent, that's when you forgive someone. Forgive them. Yes, we have to forgive them already in our mind and forgive them, but we don't bring them along and bring them back into the assembly or bring them back in our lives until they take accountability. Forgive them. Yes, you can forgive a person and move on. You know what I mean? And treat them as if that's who they are. Treat them as if they're stumbling blocks. Treat them as if they're the nations and their tax collectors and their crash outs, or they're this and they're that. And stand clear of them. But you have to forgive them. Even if you stand clear of them, you have to forgive them. Even if you're avoiding them, you have to forgive them. And be open to, allowing them back in your life if they take accountability. Repent. Clearly show that they've been repenting, they've taken accountability, and they're better. They learned from where they went wrong. Then and only then. Doesn't say, he said, he doesn't say, you know what I mean? He doesn't say stop treating them as the nations, or stop treating them as tax collectors, or treating them as these who they shown themselves to be. He doesn't say stop treating them and avoid them, you know what I mean? But you have to forgive them. You have to forgive them. Yes, treat them and avoid them. Proceed with caution, but forgive them. You have to forgive them. Proceed with caution, but you have to forgive them until they show that they. And it's tough to show that they've taken accountability. It's tough to see that they've, you know what I mean,